Alright guys, so I got just the transmission control module that I took out of the truck, and I think this is the thing that's making all that squeaky, whiny noise, high-pitched capacitor kind of noise that's coming out of my truck whenever I put it in four-wheel drive or auto mode. And it's really irritating to hear that noise because it sounds like kind of like a dog whistle or something like that, for those of you that can hear those higher pitched noises. If you're older, you might not be able to hear these high-pitched noises anyway. It might not bother you, but it really bugs the heck out of me. Anyway, it's pretty easy to take out. There's no screws or anything holding in it. It was just two kind of clips up here. You see those three connectors right there, and then you kind of bend back these clips that are kind of holding it in there, retaining it. There's one on the top and one on the bottom, and it just pops out. And I'm gonna wrap this guy in some sound deadening material, and hopefully it kills that stuff. It's kind of like this generic Dynamat Noiko stuff. But anyway, I'm just gonna cut these into little strips and match it onto this guy and just wrap the whole thing in. I hope it doesn't like overheat just because there's too much stuff on it. But I just can't drive in four-wheel drive or auto mode with it making that squeaky noise, that high-pitched whine. So we'll give this a shot. Alright guys, so this is what I got so far. There's two layers of the material down at the bottom, one on the top around these edges, and then they got two layers over here. I don't want to make it too thick, otherwise I might not be able to fit back into the little holder, and I'm kind of worried about the prongs and all the connectors fitting in correctly. But there's not too many places for the sound to escape now, except for the connector pieces itself, which I can't cover up, and maybe the bottom. If it still sucks, you kind of see I had to kind of fit it in there. I wanted the material to be flush with the box, with like little air gaps as possible, so it's kind of following along the contours there. But this is the material. You can kind of see it's just like a double stick kind of tape, I guess, but it has like the foil side in here, and it's just like a sticky tar on the other side, just like Dynamat for soundproofing for your audio system. And I'm going to be using this stuff in the doors too to quiet down all the rattles and everything like that I get. I got it all plugged back in and buttoned up in there, and let's take it for a drive, see if it still makes sense. Now it's quiet in two-wheel drive. I'm going to turn into auto and see. I'll be able to hear it immediately if it makes a noise. Yeah, I can still hear it. It's a lot quieter, but I can still hear it for sure. So after living with it a little while, it's okay. It did a good job of reducing the sound, but it's still there. I can still hear that noise coming from. It sounds like it's coming from the button itself, actually, or like under the dash or behind the dash somewhere, but it's actually coming from down there in that transmission control module, and you can hear it when you like flip back and forth in between the modes. Two-wheel drive, it does nothing, but four-wheel drive, any of the four-wheel drive modes, it's